Sacrifice so special, you abusing the years. Lord forgive my brother, he's so loud, yeah. Gotta spoon feed you like a baby, cause you knew what it is. I pray to see them gates, that's all I want, yeah. Girl, you know we only see the body. I'm loading up on faith, I got deposits. Scriptures in my palm, my angel status. This ain't for the weak, and that's a promise, yeah.
Yeah, double-minded, I can't deal with it. Thinking back on my fathers, they in the field with it. A lot of Israel fathers receiving jail visits.
Israel. But Israel shall be thy name. Hey, come on, brother. Like, why are you even doing that, bro? Satan coming immediately. But Israel shall be thy name, and he called his name Israel.
And he called his name Israel. So God changed Jacob's name to Israel, right? And then Israel had what? He had 12 what? He had 12 sons. Go to Genesis 49. We understand, sisters.
That's the same time to start. You said 49?
Yeah.
That's what he do.
Genesis 49:1.
Man, I was playing with y'all, bro. I'm ready to Justin, man. I was trying to play a little prank with y'all.
Shalom, man. Yeah, I was worried, man.
Yeah, I was like, we got a demon out here today. All praise. Shalom, King.
Shalom.
Bring that out,
Hey,
man.
I'm going to put my notepad here.
Okay, all praise.
Genesis chapter, you said 39?
49.
49. This is the book of Genesis chapter 49, verse 1.
Bring it out.
And Jacob called unto his sons.
And Jacob what?
Called
Jacob
unto his sons. And said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you with that which shall befall you in the last days.
So, when you said that the scriptures is about one lineage, about David's kids, we just wanted to make sure that you understand that it's about Jacob's children. Because Jacob is the progenitor of Israel.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But Christ does come from the loins of David. So that's very important, right? But we just want to make sure that you understand that it's about Jacob's children. They all are in the same family. They all praise to the Most High. Just wanted to make sure you knew the progenitor, right? And then there is other nations within the scriptures, but it's all based off their encounter with the children of Israel from time to time, from account to account, right? So the Bible is about our people, but there is other nations in there as well. God, all praise to the Most High. Okay. All praise to the Most High. Matter of fact, Salaki, 1 second, let me grab a brother's shirt.
Just wait till he come back. Because he got on fringes right now.
Oh, does he?
Con, I saw him. Led to believe I saw some fringes underneath that Carhartt he had on. Con, Lord willing.
God, all praise to the Most High. All right, do you have any questions, sister? Okay. Nothing you were reading that you wanted some clarity on or anything like that?
No, I have to go now. Because what I came to do, I'm not going to do anymore.
Well, let's give her some precepts on the body being a living temple. Because the sister's battling a little bit with the Nicodeme spirit.
God, get 1 Corinthians 3. Let's start there a little bit.
Lord willing.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
No, you know what?
That ye are the
Temple of God.
Now, when he says that, he's posing a question. So, do you know that you are the temple of God?
Yes.
All praise to the Most High. Your body is a temple, but it's also a rented vessel. Right now, you're just renting out a vessel from the Most High.
That's right.
But it's the temple of the Most High as well. So we can't defile it, and we can't disrespect it. Read on.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
And that what?
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
Now imagine putting smoke into your body where the Spirit of God dwells. You see what I mean? It's kind of like all praise to the Most High that everything is a walk. But we're going to go through these precepts. The Lord will encourage you and exhort you and empower you to be able to break down these strongholds. Keep going.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
Him shall what?
Shall God destroy.
That's the truth of the matter. We want to encourage you to, put those things down and to step away from that through, good and kind, gentle teachings, but also we got to give you the other side too.
Oh yeah, no.
Because the Lord said that He will destroy you if you defile your temple. And that doesn't.
Thing. Yeah, no, because see, I fear God.
All praise to the Most High.
And that's the thing. I don't want to go into total darkness. I don't want to burn in the lake of fire. Because people think we're going to heaven. You don't go anywhere. He's going to change this place. And when He changed this place, I don't want to be where they going.
All praise to the Most High. We don't want to be there either. And we don't want you to be there either.
That's right.
All praise to the Most High. So, the Lord said that He will destroy the person who defiles their temple, right? And that doesn't mean it has to be an immediate destruction.
No, no.
The Lord can take His time while deteriorating the inside of your lungs and things of that nature by sticking to those things. So, we want to make sure that we try to get away from them things.
It's not even what He's going to do in this life. It's what He's going to do in the next one. That's scary.
Understandable,
That's
but
what scared me.
but we should be afraid of what He'll do in any life.
That's right.
Agreed?
You are correct.
In any life, because He can make this time that we here on earth a living hell, and then He can double that.
Right. Right.
Go ahead, Ken.
Time. Know ye not, Salakia, if any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy. For the temple of God is holy.
For His what?
Is holy.
Holy means to be set apart. Read on.
Which temple ye are.
Which temple ye are. You have a holy temple, sister. So we got to work on not defiling that holy temple, right? And it's probably, is it something that you've been dealing with for years now?
I've been smoking tobacco since I was 7 years old.
Since you were 7 years old?
Oh yeah, you can say that. I'm 48 now.
Okay. All praise to the Most High. Well, it's never too late,
No,
right? Let me get 1 Corinthians 10 and 4.
Is this a ministry?
It is.
It is?
What's your nationality, sister?
I'd like to sow seed with you.
Okay. What's your nationality? Black? Oh, that's okay, sister. We don't.
You don't
That's
accept
okay.
donations?
No, we're
What kind
not
of
gonna.
ministry is that?
A ministry, we want to give you the word for free. We want to give you the words of life.
If I
Try
sow
it.
a seed on your ministry, that'll help it grow. Because I want you to grow in godliness. So I send it with a blessing.
Well, we understand that, sister, but we'll righteously decline. That's okay.
Okay.
All right. But we still want. Hold on now. Don't go
Still with the
nowhere.
blessing, you know?
Give me a couple minutes, because we still got something for you.
Okay.
Right?
All
Give me
praises.
Deuteronomy 1:1.
Okay.
It's like you, sister. So you said your nationality was black, correct?
Yes.
What's the color of his jacket over there?
Black. But I'm a black race, not black color.
You a black race?
The race is black. That's
So
what
do
I
you know
use.
nationality is the people that you derive from, right? That's your nation, your
So they were
bloodline.
Africans, Nigerians, as a matter of fact.
Well, let me ask you this. If it's a bloodline, have you ever heard of black blood?
No.
All right, so you can't be black the race and not the color. Because the fact of the matter is, it's just the color no matter what.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
I hear you.
So we got to figure out what lineage or what bloodline we come from as so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Now, where do you see yourself on this sign, sister?
Any of the people that are black, are dark skinned.
Any of the people that are, what was your father's race?
My father was from Nigeria.
He was from Nigeria. Would they consider him a so-called black man up to then?
Yes.
Okay. And did your father descend from the transatlantic slave trade?
Yes.
Okay. All praise to the Most High. So we can see through scriptures, through archaeology, through history, that you and your father would be Israelites, God's chosen people,
Okay.
right? Dating all the way back to when Jacob came about, and then Jacob had 12 sons.
Israelites were not Jews.
Israelites are Jews, but Jews only make up 3 tribes of Israel, right? So you got the southern kingdom and you got the northern kingdom. The southern kingdom is what's known as the Jews, the tribes of Benjamin, Levi, and Judah,
That's right.
right? That's why Yahushua, who the world calls Jesus Christ, was a Jew because he comes from the tribe of Judah.
That's the wrong picture, isn't it?
This one is the, well, you let me ask you, which one is the wrong picture?
The white boy.
Yeah, that's the wrong picture, right? This is more so what he would look like.
Absolutely. The Bible even says it.
According to the scriptures, this is what he would look like. So now, give me just a few short minutes to prove to you through the scriptures that you would be an Israelite.
Okay.
That's God's chosen people. Give me Deuteronomy 1:1.
God, this is Deuteronomy 1:1.
Bring it out.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto blacks.
Unto all Israel.
African Americans.
Unto all Israel.
You're never going to find African American in the scriptures. Right? Give me
And Salakia. Or Nigerian.
Or Nigerian for that matter. Right? Give me Deuteronomy 7:6. Now, Moses was speaking to Israel in
That's
the
right.
wilderness, correct? All praise to the Most High. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 7:6.
Yeah.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So who is Moses talking to when he's telling them they're a holy people? Israelites, right? And holy means to be set apart. It means you're different than every other nation upon the earth. And we're going to see that. Read on.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Special people unto himself. So who are these people special to? To God. Read on.
Above all people that
Hold
are
on,
upon the
sister.
face of the earth.
Hold on, sister. Read this last part.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Do you believe that? Do you believe that God has a favorite?
Yes, I do.
All praise to the Most High. So the Israelites are God's chosen people. And today they would be the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. If you had more time, I would prove it to you through the scriptures. All praise to the Most High. All right, you got to repent and keep the commandments, sister. All praises. Hey, brother, how you doing? What's your nationality, King? Come talk to me when you come out of there then.
See what I mean? What I tell you? Sleep.
Give me 1 Corinthians 10:4.
Not only are they sleep, half of them don't care. They complacent. How can you be happy with this?
It's a strong delusion, sister. A lot of us don't even know what's going on. We're just walking around blind leading the blind as well, right? So that's why we come out here as commanded to teach our people the truth.
That's right.
Try to plant that righteous seed, and if it be the Lord's will, He'll provide the increase, right? But we're going to come out here no matter what. Whether they're going to stop and listen, we're going to be out here to teach this word, Lord willing. Go ahead, King. Yeah. God.
Second Corinthians 10:4. It's like, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God.
But what?
But mighty through God.
So the weapons that we use to battle temptation, sin, spiritual wickedness are mighty through the Most High.
That's right.
It's not a carnal thing. It's going to be something that we have to put the time in. We have to put the effort in to show the Most High that we really want help with what we battling with. Go ahead.
To the pulling down of strongholds.
To the what?
To the pulling down of strongholds.
To the pulling down of strongholds. You said you've been smoking since you've been 7 years old. That's a stronghold that's on you right now.
That's right.
But through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that stronghold can become a very loose grip.
That's right.
And then it can go all the way away. Every brother up here smoked
That's right.
for years. And we would have swore that we would have never stopped getting high. That we would have smoked weed to our death date. But the Lord showed us the truth. We prayed for a change. We started keeping the commandments, and the Lord took the taste of smoking away from us. Just that simple. Give me Numbers 15 and 37. Give me Numbers 15 and 37, Lord willing.
And Salaki, and one of the first things the sister said when she got out the car, what'd you say?
I don't know.
That you needed what?
Help.
Would you say something specifically?
When you asked her how she was doing, she
Right.
said, I'd be better if I had some.
Oh, praise to the Most High. Bring this out, King.
This is Numbers 15 and 37.
Bring it out.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speaking of who?
Unto
Speaking
the children
to
of
Israel.
Uh-huh.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Do what now?
Make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
For how long?
Throughout their generations.
Until we feel like stopping.
Throughout their generations.
Until Christ come back.
Throughout their
You
generations.
see that? Fringes is something that we got to keep doing throughout our generations. Right? Let's read on and see what the fringes are for.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
A ribbon of what?
A ribbon of blue.
It don't matter what blue. Light blue, dark blue, navy blue, sky blue. As long as it's blue, because that's what the scriptures say. Right? Read on.
And it should be unto you for a fringe.
For what?
For a fringe. That you may look upon it. And remember all the commandments of the Lord.
And what else?
And do them.
And what?
And do them.
Ignore them.
And do them.
See that, sister? So it's a beautiful commandment to help us keep the commandments.
That's right.
So you hit it right on the head when you said you would be better if you had some fringes on. Because them fringes help you. It's like a spiritual shield. It help keep temptation off of you. It help keep sin off of you. Because it's a reminder that you're special, that you're a princess, that you're a daughter of Zion, and that you have to keep God's commandments to the best of your ability.
That's right.
Right? So we, Lord willing, want to help you with your first fringes. Right? Because we, all of us so. We all do our own fringes, all praise to the Most High. And we love to assist our people in getting fringes. Right? Because we want you to keep the law just as bad as we want to keep the law. We want you to make the kingdom just as bad as we want to make the kingdom.
That's right.
633 of them, I'm learning, I'm trying.
613, but I was close. All praise to the Most High. And you got to think about it like this too. Some laws only apply to men.
Right.
Some laws only apply to women. Some laws we can keep while our temple is standing. So, you know, we know that 613 may seem like a lot, and it may seem like something that's going to be very hard to do. But when you think about it, my brother likes to bring this out often. When you think about it, we're keeping double, triple that when we're here in the land of Babylon.
And the thing is, it's not like they hard to keep.
Exactly. Exactly. Give me 1 John 5 and 3. It's not. It's not. Once you get a good amount of fringes, it's just waking up and getting dressed like any other day.
That's right.
You're just more prepared for that day because you're being righteous, right? Once you get rid of that taste for pork and shrimp and crab and lobster, you don't even miss it. We don't miss it.
I'm definitely not going to miss shrimp because they taste dirty anyway.
All praise to the Most High.
Not gonna lie, giving up that their bacon was a problem. Cause yeah, but
But you know you don't have to
turkey
give up
bacon is a
bacon.
thing.
All praises. You don't have to give up bacon completely. Turkey bacon, beef bacon,
Yes, I
lamb
like
bacon.
bacon better.
It's all type of lawful bacon out here for you to be able to eat.
But
Right?
yeah, that was the thing. And once I could give up bacon, I could do anything. I think.
All praise to the Most
I
High.
could give up
Give me
bacon.
Philippians 4 and 13 on this side, Lord willing. Bring this up.
This is 1 John 5 and 3.
Bring it up.
For this is the love of God,
This is the love of God.
that we keep his commandments.
Now we do what?
That we
Keep his commandments.
And his commandments are not grievous.
And they're not grievous. They're not hard. They're not stressing on us. They're not a burden on us. We don't get mad that we got to keep the commandments. And we want to keep the commandments because we want the Lord to be delighted in us. Give me Isaiah 58 and 13. It's not 13. I think it's 2 verses down at 15. Bring this up. 4 and 13.
This is Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. 13. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me.
You can do what?
I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me.
And that doesn't say a few things. That doesn't say 90% of things. It don't say 99.9% of things. It says all things through Yahweh Shai who strengthens us.
That's right.
So we gotta lean on Yahweh Shai, right?
That's right.
Bring that out, King. Huh? Yeah.
This is Isaiah 58 and 14.
Bring it out.
Then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord.
We shall what?
Delight thyself in the Lord.
And this, the context of this is talking about keeping the Sabbath properly. But through the Spirit, you can see that you delight yourself in the Lord by keeping His commandments in general.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
And I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth.
And when you delight yourself in the Lord, He'll cause you to ride upon the high places upon the earth. Lord.
Teach shot.
God.
And feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father.
And feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father.
For the mouth of the Lord has spoken it.
All praise to the Most High. You see that? So we got to do our best to delight ourselves in the Most High and get rid of those things. Now, what's something else that you think you're struggling with?
Besides smoking, eating things I don't have any business eating, wearing clothes I have no business wearing. There are other things, like I said, I just
So some of that is correct. Now the part that's not correct is you are allowed to attend funerals. It's just ordinances that go into being clean or unclean after you're around a dead body, right? So you just want to make sure that you're following those ordinances.
Well, I don't touch her. Well, she was cremated anyway. But yeah, I know better than to touch her. And as a female, I know I have to keep my head covered, especially when there is a prayer.
That's right.
But it's just so much that they do. And they Christian. And they really think that's what they're supposed to say to me.
Right.
But it's not. And then they take scripture and they mix it to how they want it to be. And you can't do that.
That's right. You can't. And that's a part of our destruction. That's why we so lost out here. Go ahead, King. You got it.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 38 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
My child, when someone dies, you should mourn.
You should what?
You should mourn.
Weep
and wail to show how deeply you feel the loss.
All praises.
Prepare the body in proper way.
Prepare the body in proper way.
And present at the burial. And be present at the burial.
And be present at the burial. See that? We can attend funerals. It's just certain things that we have to do after being around a dead body. Go ahead.
Weep bitterly and passionately. Observe the proper period of mourning for the person. Mourn for a whole day or maybe two to keep people from talking. But then pull yourself together and reconcile yourself to the loss.
Wow. You see that? That's something our people get wrapped up in for so long. We'll be mourning the death of somebody for years upon years. It's to the point where now we live in a depressed life. Every couple of weeks we visiting the so-called grave site, dropping flowers, dropping bottles, and saying, here, take this, and get drunk in heaven.
And what people don't really get about that is the Bible also says that the dead bury the dead, life is for the living. So, you can't dwell in it, you can't stay in it. That's the anyway.
Right. And go ahead, Ken.
Verse 20, don't lose yourself in sorrow. Drive it away. Remember that we must all die sometime.
See that? And once you get into these precepts and get a better give me Ecclesiastes 12 and 7. Once you get into these precepts and get a better understanding about death, it's easier to deal with. Like, we now have a different understanding of death and how the Most High operates.
But see, what get me is, did you notice how, and they said, all right, go ahead, mourn, get it over with. Because we know somebody gonna have something to say about the appearance of whether you mourned or whether you didn't or how you mourned. But see how God understands human nature.
God.
And he already knew, they gonna judge you.
God. All praise to the Most High.
That's the thing, that part right there. He said, well, go ahead, get it on out the way now. Because you know they gonna say something about you, whether you cried enough or whether you didn't cry. People don't catch that part.
And that's a fold on it.
That's the thing.
The heavier part about that is, though, he don't want you to get wrapped up in depression. And now you to the point where you're not even living a profitable life unto yourself. You're not focused on keeping the commandments. You just continue. It's almost like so many things can come back to idolatry. Because now your whole life and your whole reason for breathing and everything you do is now, we even say that as a people, I'm devoting everything I do now to my late great-grandfather. Every single thing that I do, my whole life is about this because I would have hoped that he could have saw me accomplish this while he was still alive. Right? And we conditioned to think that way. Not even knowing that that's flirting along the lines of idolatry. Because now you're doing everything for this said grandfather and you're doing nothing for the Most High. You see that? So it's a more heavier fold on not getting into the things that's not going to be profitable to you because you got to serve the Lord. Right? Bring Ecclesiastes 12 and 7 up.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 7.
Bring it up.
Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was. And the spirit shall return unto God who gave it.
And what?
And the spirit shall return unto God who gave it.
You see that? That's another thing that we got to understand about death too. There's no mysterious fiery place called hell that spirits are going when they die. So that'd be another thing that plays on our people's minds. Like, man, did my great grandfather, is he down there burning in hell? Is he getting tortured? All spirits return to the Most High to await judgment, right? So that's another thing that we gotta understand through the precepts that'll help us deal with that. Go ahead, King.
It's the book of Tobit, chapter 1 and verse 17.
Bring it up.
And my clothes to the naked.
Uh-huh.
And if I saw any of my nation dead or cast about the walls of Nineveh, I buried him.
See that? So all praise to the Most High. Once again, funerals is something that we can't attend. We just can't get wrapped up in everything that comes with it. And you can't be unclean about it.
And I don't think they really prepare these bodies or people like they let people come in, and yeah, they encourage you to go up there and literally touch that body. And if you don't know how to go home and clean yourself, then now what? And
Right.
you're going to defile yourself and you don't need to know it.
You got it, King. No, that's exactly right, sister.
This is Numbers 19 and 11.
Bring it out.
He that toucheth the dead body of any man shall be unclean 7 days.
Shall be unclean how long?
7
You
days.
see that? Be unclean for 7 days when you touch the body of a dead person. Go ahead.
He shall purify himself with it on the 3rd day.
Uh-huh.
And on the 7th day he shall be clean.
And on the 7th day he shall be clean. See, there's ordinances to these things that we're supposed to be following. All praises that you in the spirit of understanding that that's something that we got to do.
I
Right?
mean, if we don't do it the right way, we got no business doing it.
All praise to the Most High. Go ahead, King. That's
What?
it. Man. That's it. Man. Give me Luke 9 and start at 58. Luke 9 and 58. We're going to go to the scripture that the sister quoted. Yeah, start at 57.
This is Luke 9 and 57.
Bring it up.
And it came to pass that as they went in the way, a certain man said unto him,
Uh-huh.
Lord, I will follow thee whithersoever thou goest.
So this is about following after who the world calls Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shah. Go ahead.
And Jesus said unto him,
Uh-huh.
Foxes have holes,
Foxes have holes.
and birds of the air have nests,
Uh-huh.
but the Son of Man hath not where to lay his head.
And see what that's going into is Yahweh Shai is telling this man, come and follow me. Just be aware that sometimes this could be a weary journey. Foxes have holes, birds have nests to where they can lay their head, but the Son of Man, I don't have no place to where I just stay and lay my head or call my home. I'm here to do my Father's business, and it ain't pretty all the time. Right? Read on.
And he said unto another, Follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father.
See, this man had hesitation in his spirit because he wanted to go and bury his father first. And that goes into what we was just talking about. Being depressed and lingering on the death of a family member or a close friend for too long can lead you to hinder your walk, to not follow the Lord as you should, because you're not in the correct spirit and you're focusing on things that's not profitable to you. Right? Go ahead. So this man had hesitation in his spirit because he wanted to go and bury his father first. Read.
Yahweh Shai said unto him, Let the dead bury the dead.
Let what?
Let the dead bury the dead.
That's what you said, sister. Let the dead bury the dead. So he's telling him, hey, I told you to come and follow me. I'm going to show you the way to eternal life. The dead has already passed. So let the dead go bury the dead. You have a life to live here and right now. Go ahead.
But go thou and preach the kingdom of God.
But go thou and preach the kingdom of God. Because we got a task at hand. And we can't be getting wrapped up with too many distractions. Right? We can't let anything get in the way of us doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's it on that, King.
Get Sirach 22 and 11.
It's Sirach 22 and 11.
All praise. All praise.
God, all praise to the Most High. It's Sirach 22 and 11.
Baba Shah.
That's a nice meeting, brother. Brother Justin. All praise to God.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 22 and 11.
Bring it out.
7 days do men mourn for him that is dead, But for a fool and an ungodly man,
For a fool and an ungodly man, go ahead.
all the days of his life.
All the days of his life. Because now your whole life is just consumed with mourning. And he's just going on and on and on. Keep reading.
Salakia, I had just read 12, I'm bringing back to 11.
Okay.
Verse 11, weep for the dead,
Huh?
for he hath lost the light.
Right.
And weep for the fool, for he wanteth understanding.
Uh-huh.
Make little weeping for the dead, for he is at rest.
So he told you to weep for both first. Weep for the dead and weep for the fool. But then he's putting levels to it. Make little weeping for the dead, but
Make little weeping for the dead, for he is at rest.
Uh-huh.
But the life of the fool is worse than death.
see that? The life of a fool is worse than death.
That's
And he
right.
said you would make yourself a fool by weeping all the days of your life. Mourning all the days of your life.
Because you don't have time for that. God
I don't
is
got
also
time
a
for that.
jealous God. And he wants your time, he wants your attention, and he wants your work. You put it
Right.
into somewhere else, you don't have time. That's like cheating on your wife or your husband. You can't take care of two households. If you giving her attention, I'm losing out. That's how God sees this. You don't have time. And that's what they don't understand me.
Yeah, well, Salaki, on that, one thing up on that is adultery, you don't have time. But we do see through the Bible, you can't have more than one household. You can have more than one wife in righteousness.
Oh yeah, nah, I get that part.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
I got that
Okay,
part.
all
What
praises.
I'm saying is God
You got
don't
it,
have
King.
time for you dividing his house. You can't love the world. And
All
love
praises.
All praises.
All
You ain't got
praises.
time for all of that.
Give me that. You can't serve two. You can serve
just
two
don't.
masters.
I just read a bishop can only have one wife though.
Ka.
All praise. We were just talking about that.
Bishop,
All I
a
can
deacon.
tell you is that in most of those encampments in those days, there were several wives, and they all were a village, and they understood what their place was. Nowadays, nobody is going to understand that until they re-educate. 'Cause they
Yeah,
don't
that's that
understand it takes a
westernized way of thinking.
Yeah.
Our women aren't ready to how they want to say it, share
village.
their
The lady
man.
whose service I just came from, my dad had a lot of friends. All them friends knew one another.
Oh, okay, I get what you. Okay, go ahead.
I'm the only child,
Uh,
but all them women were friends.
all right. Well, we got to say this. He
And
wasn't.
they
doing-
all raised me, and they all loved me, and I all loved them. And I didn't know none of them messed around with my daddy until I was way grown, but now I know.
Well, you gotta. This the thing about that is, sister, that has to be done in righteousness.
And I understand that.
Everything got to be done decently and in order. So you know.
I mean, but even without education and understanding, they put together something that worked.
Well, you gotta understand one thing about being.
It worked. I'm
Yes.
48. Them women ain't never argued.
But we talking about the way that it was done, and then just to be honest, it was done in a whoremonger fashion.
Yeah, he was on. But I mean, he didn't know the rules.
Led to believe.
He
Led
didn't
to
know the
believe.
rules. If he'd have known the rules, he'd have did it the right way, and they'd have followed him.
But Lord willing, he would have did it the right way.
My granddad was the same way. I had like 4 or 5 grandmothers. When that man passed, all the women sat on that road. I've never known other. Grandma Laverne, my grandmother that I lived. That's just how it was. I'm used to. Cause see, nowadays we call it, oh, he this and he that. They been doing it.
Well, the major thing about it is, he would have had to be leading all of those women in righteousness.
That's right.
You got to be keeping the commandments. All of them have to know about each other.
They did, and they might not have known all the rules, but all those women were all church going. They were all Christian. I have to say that. Like I said, they didn't know the rules,
And you can't be,
but they
all y'all can't be sleeping with each other either.
No.
That's not a thing.
Everybody had their individual household. All these women went to church. All these mountains grew up to be a pastor. I'm telling you, they didn't know the rules. They didn't get it exactly right, but they had a.
Appreciate it.
They was trying.
You got it, King.
They was
God.
trying.
This is the
So
book
no,
of
I grew
Romans.
up and we had, I'm not gonna call them sister wives, but that's what they were.
So like you bring this out, King.
But
Listen to
that's
this,
what
sister.
they were.
Hold on real quick. This is the book of Romans, chapter 10 and verse 2.
You know,
For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge.
But what?
But not according to
So
knowledge.
what you're speaking about is a zeal.
Yeah, but they had no information.
A zeal to want to do things the right way, a zeal to serve the Lord, but it's not based off the knowledge.
That's it. I mean, it's in them. It's in us. We know that we're supposed to be doing something. We just don't know what we're supposed to be doing.
Why do you think that is?
Because they,
Read Jeremiah 17.
all the traveling.
I don't know nobody on this road that can save your soul. Almost lost control now. Tell me what you need in a friend and now. Pray that we endure to the end again. I'm just saying that I'm here for you. When the world turn against you, I'ma be with you. Got my sword in my hand, you can count on me. I won't run and hide, fight mightily. Waiting on Yahweh, see the Jacob, I'm the apple of my father's eye. I learned the truth for who I was and it made me cry. If I don't keep the laws of Yah, then I'm gonna die. Living curses, but I'm edifying in my verses. Prepare the hearses for the heathens who